edifying information she brings. She brings a lot of, in this video, she says a lot of information. She says a lot of things that are right. Really, pretty much everything, you know, concerning what's going on and what's to come. She mentions these private prisons, and I know this for a fact because I know somebody that works in them, and the only ones in there are so-called migrants, you know, of the other nations. It's not real prison. It's a holding facility, basically a concentration camp, but not a concentration camp, because they hire civilians right now. Civilians are working them as far as you know, being guards, you know, COs and cooks and things of that nature. She mentions the AI surveillance systems that we've been talking about, Palantir. She mentions the money that's behind what's going on. So ain't no going back. Ain't no, this thing ain't gonna be turned back. It's gonna be on and popping. All right, it's only gonna continue to get worse. She mentions the big beautiful bill, which this year is when it goes into full effect. All right, Congress signed off on 170 billion for ICE. You know, so all you people that's out there saying we need to get Congress to vote. No, Congress already signed off. Congress already signed off on 170 billion last summer when they passed the big beautiful bill. They already signed off on it. And then she mentions another 28 million or billion for the FBI. All right. So this thing is moving forward. The Lord is showing you, or showing us, right, that the sword is sharpened and it's about to make this sword slaughter. All right, ain't no turning back. And what's getting ready to happen is Revelation 12 and 12. You know, woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea. For the devil is come down onto you having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath a short time. All right, and they about to do some very cruel work, led by the cruel Lord, pursuant to Isaiah the 19th chapter, here in Babylon the Great, aka Egypt. All right, aka or known as America. All right, it's over. It's 100% over with this place, man. As soon as my phone gets some bars, I'm gonna play this video. All right, because it's a done deal. Ain't no coming back from this one, man. Come on, man. She says a whole lot, and all I could think about is different scriptures. Revelation 2 and 10 came to mind. Revelation 3 and 9 came to mind. 2nd Ezra 15, 2nd Ezra 16. All these end time prophetic scriptures, all right, tribulation scriptures, MOTB scriptures, Revelation 13. You know, all the scriptures that we constantly bring out. She summed it up in how long was this video? About 3 minutes, maybe a little longer. Let me see. Man, why this shit? You know that's safe, man. As soon as I get ready to record, that's when it starts tripping. But I am on some back roads. Okay, here we go. Okay, here we go. Come on, pull it up. Okay, yep, here we go.
Yes, you can download.
All right. This is the woman here. Let me put it on clear display. She's of the Latin tribes, Northern Kingdom. I don't know if you can see that. Cuban chick. I know Elder Malcolm has used her video before. But what she's getting ready to say sums up everything what's going on, and it's not going to stop. It's only going to get worse. All right? And she mentions the Amalekites, because the Amalekites are the ones that's training these ICE recruits. All right? The IDF is training the ICE recruits now. All right? So they over here too, and they are getting ready to pull off or as the scriptures call it, great death, just like they did over in Gaza. All right? So this thing is going to continue to escalate until blood is shed out here, man. And then you had the Black Panther Party. Now they coming out. They bought and paid for it. They're controlled opposition as well. Then I seen another video where you had the Brown Berets. All these different groups talking about they don't understand, man. They are about to get rolled on. All right, and it's gonna be very bad. It's gonna be very a lot of blood is getting ready to be shed out here in these streets. Okay, the book of Zephaniah, the first chapter, tells you that the bodies is gonna be out here like dung and blood like the dust. All right, you see these fields. These are dirt fields. All right, dust fields with goddamn weeds and all that on it. And then you got farmland over here. But that's how much bloodshed gonna be out here, man. Okay? These devils are about to make their move. So without any further ado, I'm gonna let this play.
You can share it. You don't need to tag me. It is just information that you guys need. When the big, beautiful bill was signed into legislation via Congress, it allocated $170 billion. That's already happened to ICE.
I remember that because I did a video on it. I remember because I was on the road up north. I was up in Sacramento, and I had played Edomite going over everything that was in the big, beautiful bill. So I know she telling the truth on that. And everything else she say checks out.
To the Department of Homeland Security. There is another bill that Congress is about to pass for another $28 billion to go to the FBI as well as ICE. ICE now has the largest law enforcement budget. It is larger than all law enforcement agencies combined, okay? Why are they funneling them so much money? They are building their own private prison system. This is already underway. It is already being done. It is overseen by the FBI. They don't answer to the judges. They don't answer to anybody but the President of the United States. So the President of the United States of America will have his own prison system. It is an industrial prison system. He profits off of people being in jail, okay? That's how the American prison system has always worked. ICE agents are able to act with full impunity, and they are going to get paid for imprisoning you. ICE agents are also being trained by the IDF, which is the Israeli Defense Forces. The IDF is the Israeli army that is responsible for committing the genocide against Palestine. I'll let you fall down the rabbit hole and watch all of the footage of all of the horror they are inflicting upon the Palestinian people. But these are the people responsible for training ICE in crowd responses. So ICE's job is to specifically antagonize the American citizens so that they can act with full impunity, whether it's murdering them or imprisoning them. If they murder you, then they get rid of what they would consider a dissenter. If they imprison you, then they have a slave to make money off of. Either way, your interactions with ICE guarantee that the president makes more profit off of the citizens of the United States of America. And the most cruelest army we have seen in modern history is the one responsible for training ICE, but it doesn't stop there. Larry Ellison and Peter Thiel are American billionaires who are Israeli Zionists. They are outwardly donating money to the IDF, the Israeli Defense Forces. They are in support of Israel and the current genocide happening to Palestine. These are American billionaires, and they are billionaires by way of developing AI surveillance software. Currently, Israel and the IDF are using this AI surveillance software to help implement the genocide. It's also used in the United Kingdom for their digital ID, and ICE agents are already illegally using AI surveillance software provided to them by Israeli Zionists. All of this is intertwined.
She mentioned Peter Thiel, right? Which is the dude that developed that Palantir AI surveillance shit, man. We've been saying these things, all right? That beast system is getting ready to go live. Well, it's already live here in Babylon. You know what I'm saying? Minneapolis, Minnesota is basically a test run, all right? To see how, you know, to get things in the swing, get things swinging, man. And that's what we're seeing. She mentioned the prisons. That's Revelation 2 and 10, like I said. All right. Okay, so Revelation 3, okay, the hour of temptation. She ain't even done yet. Let me let it play.
And if you're just new to this, Peter Thiel is also currently investing in offshore AI equipment that will mine minerals and gold in Greenland, anticipating the president is going to invade. So all of this is undoubtedly for the profit of the ruling billionaire class. What does that mean if you're a Trump supporter? It means this has fuck all to do with immigration. What does this mean if you're not a Trump supporter? It means that as an activist or even just a liberal, you are a dissenter. You are a target, and they very much have the surveillance software they need to determine who you are, where you live, and furthermore, target you. Now, I know a lot of you gung-ho Republicans are thinking, well, the army is going to come and save the American people. No, it's not. The Secretary of the Department of Defense is a man by the name of Steven Feinberg. Steven Feinberg is a Zionist. Steven Feinberg owns the second largest bank in Israel. Steven Feinberg owns an American company. He is a billionaire. It is called Capital Management. Capital Management's sole purpose is to provide privatized military contracts to the United States Department of Defense, which he is the secretary of. It's also massively important that we remind Americans they just failed their financial audit and can account for $506 billion of American taxpayer money that was budgeted to the Department of Defense. Why am I saying all of this? It's more likely that the Army would pair with the FBI, ICE, and IDF to further oppress citizens of the United States. They have made it very well known via Project 25 and Project 26 that they intend on getting rid of 100 million Americans. 100 million Americans is...
And that's going back to your, I think it was called either the Deagle or the Beagle Report. All right? You can look that up, man. Okay? The Deagle, or it's either the Deagle Report or the Beagle Report. It's a whole website, all right, that they were saying that the populations of all the different countries and where it will be at a certain date, okay? And I remember distinctly they wanted to bring the American population down by 100 some odd million. All right, I can't remember the date, but I know for sure it's either the Deagle or the Beagle Report. You can look that up. She on point with what she talking about. All right, the devil's getting ready to come down with that great wrath, man. We getting ready to be live in 2nd Ezra 15, 2nd Ezra 16, Jeremiah 30, Daniel 12, all right? All them scriptures, man, are getting ready to come to pass.
roughly 1/3 of the population in the United States of America. These people are now financed to commit a genocide, capable and willing to commit a genocide, and are operating with the backing, training, and also planning of people who are actively committing a genocide. There has never been...
Again, Second Ezra 16 and 18, the beginning of great death, all right? That's what a genocide is, a genocide. That's what genocide is. Genocide is great death, all right? And they got them UN troops on deck, all right? That's why they not worried about the military. The American military are not going to fire weapons on American citizens. That's not going to happen, all right? So what they gonna do? Unless they got them all under goddamn some type of super mind control with them goddamn jabs they be putting in them, all right? But they already got the troops over here from them foreign nations, man. Okay? So, yeah, the recipe is already hooked up. It's cooking right now. All right? It's cooking.
A greater risk for the genocide of the citizens of the United States of America than there is at present. It does not matter what your political affiliation is. When AI surveillance kicks in, you will not have free speech. You will not have the constitutional right to peaceful assembly. You will not have the right to bear arms. You will not have freedom of press. And you will not have taxation with representation, because they are adamantly and vigorously funding a police authoritarian state while you don't have health care, while you don't have FEMA relief, while your children's Department of Education for the entire United States as a whole was defunded and funneled into the Department of Labor. They are intentionally letting you know that you and your children will be slaves if you are a Trump loyalist with none of your constitutional rights. And that is the best case scenario for those of you who have white skin in the United States of America. For the rest of everybody else, whether you're an activist, whether you're a Democrat, whether you're a minority, whether you're a woman, whether you're a migrant or an illegal migrant, you are a person of interest and you are undoubtedly under attack, and the war they have declared is on you. I said it before yesterday, and I'm going to say it again today. The President of the United States of America has declared war on the citizens of the United States of America. Minneapolis is a very small example of what is to come for every city in the United States, especially now that they have the budgeting that they need, and they are already A, ramping up operations, B, ramping up recruitment, and C, building their privatized prison facility. You have two options right now. You either fight for your freedom or you leave. It is officially fight or flight time in the United States of America. Do with this information what you will, but first and foremost.
So there it is. She ran it all the way down, all right? She basically put it in terms that the Bible doesn't put it, but saying exactly what the Bible is talking about as far as the tribulation and hour of temptation, all right? Concentration camps, all right? Revelation 2 and 10, I quoted. 2nd Ezra 16, a burning wrath of a great multitude is kindled over you, and they shall spoil you. All right, Isaiah the 13th chapter. All right. All this is about to come to pass, man. Ain't no stopping it. Okay? Ain't no stopping it. It's all the will of the Lord. And like she said, fight or flight for you peons that don't know what the hell's going on, that refuse to repent to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Those are your options. All right? Us hopeful members of the elect, we are waiting on Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. All right? Yahweh Shai said, wait ye upon me until I rise up to the prey. All right? And Yahweh Shai is going to rise up to the prey. He ain't going to let us get fucked up out here by this devil. All right? King David said, who shall lead me into the strong city, if I'm roughly paraphrasing. All right? These Edomites got it. They got it right now. But the Lord is with the underdog, his elect, and he got a massive I don't even want to call it a trick up his sleeve. He got Esau in a trick bag and got him set for the coldest okie doke ever. Even though Esau will he is about to, bring a lot of death and destruction, but that's the judgment of the Lord. And this is the beauty of having this knowledge, because we know and understand Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Jeremiah chapter 9 verse 24. All right, because we know the Lord is in control. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai is in control of what this devil is doing, and everybody who's about to be affected by this, whether it be you get tossed in a concentration camp, or whether you get put to death, or whether you just out here, messed up. But it's all here, man. Ain't going nowhere. It's just a matter of time before it gets to the point to where blood is being shed all throughout Babylon, in every city, every state, and there's dead bodies everywhere, because the Bible prophesies it. Shalom.